Erica Harlocker played as Peggy Akamatsu. Next, we have Erica Mendez, played as Maki Harukawa. Next, we have Christine Cabanas. She's played as Himiko Yumeno. And last but not least, we have Lucian Dodge, played by Kibo. Thanks, guys. So before we go ahead and start, for those that don't know Danganronpa V3 is, we do have an awesome trailer to show. So here it is. Thanks, guys. And actually, before we move on, can you guys all put on your masks so we can take a picture with your mask on?
And get rid of my beautiful
Look at all the despair in the room.
Oh no! There's too many of them! What do we do?
I do not want her walking in a crowd and people like that.
It's like a recurring nightmare I have.
Oh my gosh. It is really scary.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, wait, my phone's off. Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
This is a little scary.
Yeah, I don't like
Go
it.
like this. Go like this. Go like this.
Now we can't see their faces. Was that your plan all along?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Now dance.
Oh wow, you have a lot of power.
Thanks, guys. So we have Danganronpa V3 coming out, and this is the awesome limited edition. Shameless plug here. Again, coming out September 26th. Shout out to our design team that did all this, that made this happen. So can we get a round of applause to our design team? And we also have the demo available at our booth. So go ahead and stop by and you guys can play that. So, cool. All right, so I have a couple of questions to ask the VAs, kind of going through the process. So Monokuma asked, I guess we'll start in order, I guess.
Oh no.
Or like whoever can chime in first.
Okay.
Monokuma asks, what's your process in making your character come to life? And I guess you could kind of give a little insight of who your character is in Danganronpa V3.
Okay, well, Kaede's really positive and like gung-ho, come on guys, let's work together kind of person. And so I went in being very like high energy every time and just being like, all right team, let's record this game. And that seemed to work pretty well. I love her, yeah, she's like super sweet and like, I don't know. I really like characters that play the piano too, so that was like a bonus. But yeah, I don't know, I just tried to stay positive.
For me, I feel like Maki's probably one of the closest characters that's like to my personality, which actually made her harder to play. Because I play a lot of like energetic, like young boys or children or most of that kind of stuff. So playing more of a stoic character is actually a little bit harder. So it took a little little more time for me to get into it, but once I kind of got into the groove, I was like, okay, I could just be really chill and just be Maki. You know, just have that Maki essence, yeah.
Himiko is a lazy magician girl. So I just pop an Ambien and I'm good. No, I don't. Don't do drugs. But yeah, I love playing little kids, and she has a really small, cute little kid voice. Plus, I get to be very tired most of the time, which makes it pretty chill sessions. And I actually, one summer, was a magician's assistant. It did not
really?
go. Yeah.
What?
It did not go well. Therefore, I'm no longer.
That's why she's a voice actor.
Yeah. I accidentally released a dove into a little boy's eye.
No!
He was wearing glasses. I felt so bad, and then my magician dreams were crushed.
I'm glad I'm the ultimate child caregiver and not you.
And not me.
Well, I guess as far as my process in bringing the character to life, the parameters of Kibo, even though he is the ultimate robot, he has very sophisticated programming, so he's actually has a very human kind of personality and attitude. Although it's not quite perfect, so he's still sort of figuring out the whole human relationships and dynamics and reading emotions. So sometimes he doesn't always say the right thing. So my sort of, I guess, trick to playing him was just to play him with a lot of innocence and a tinge of naivete, and just to play everything very meaningful, well-meaning, even if it doesn't always quite land how he would like it to.
Cool. No, I didn't mean it in like that way. I didn't want to like, you know what I meant. Okay, so second question I have is, do you run across any difficulties? I know you guys mentioned a couple right now with the whole dove thing that you just said. Difficulties in staying true to the original Japanese VO.
Well, when I saw a picture of her, I thought she was gonna be one of those like, hi, I'm like a cute little girl characters, and then I like heard her in Japanese, and she was just like, no, I'm just like a girl. And I was like, oh, okay. So the first session was a little like, whoa, I didn't realize. But yeah, then after that, I felt like it was pretty. Wendy Lee was directing, and she did a really good job of kind of, communicating to us what the Japanese intention was, and then like kind of what we wanted to do with our version. So yeah, I felt like she held my hand, and then it wasn't that hard.
Yeah, a lot of the times we actually didn't get to hear the Japanese VO, so it was like
Yeah,
a lot
when we
different
had
than, whereas if you're doing anime, you hear the previews, and then you go and you kind of base your performance off that, but kind of tweak it to, more of a Western audience. But for video games, we don't get to hear the Japanese too often, other than the trial scenes. We got to hear them for the trial scenes.
Yeah.
But that was kind of difficult because I feel like in Japanese you can say a lot more in very few words than you can in English.
We had to keep time
So yeah, a lot of times we had to talk really, really fast because they couldn't change any of the dialogue that was already written there. So that was probably the toughest thing, I think. But yeah, we had, like she said, we had Wendy kind of directing us. I said kind of, but I meant she was there. She was there directing us and helping us to figure out the characters. And then we also had clients from NIS there, Coco and Robert, and they were great and knew exactly what they wanted. So it was very helpful.
Cool.
Yeah, like she said, I only got to hear her voice mostly just in my very first session, and then we kind of just, decided on what our take is going to be, and then keep going. So her voice actually lands in one of my favorite places to play, so it wasn't too difficult to stay in her voice. I guess the only part that does get difficult is when you're lazy and then you yell. You're like, how do I yell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was hard to stay true to the Japanese performance and not to make too many purists who are possibly in the room mad. But I was more focused on just realizing my interpretation of the character, which possibly I extrapolated some qualities from what I would hear of the Japanese voice from time to time. But really, I was more I I was more focused on bringing to life my own interpretation of that character and making it thrive in the English language.
Thank you. So I have one more question, and then we're actually gonna go do a cool game with all the VAs. What challenges do you face during the recording process? So that's buff Monica.
We actually had to stare at a picture like that the entire time, and that made it really difficult.
And anytime we got a line wrong, it would get bigger, closer to us. So it was pretty scary.
Pulsating pecs.
Yeah.
Just bulging pecs. I don't know why. Yeah.
For me, I remember Wendy kept being like, okay, you're freaking out too much, because when I'm in the trials, for me personally, Erica, I'm like, oh my god, this would be so scary. There's so much on the line, and I just want to be like, everyone pay attention. And she was like, no, we need to chill out a little bit. Katie's a little okay, everyone, we'll figure it out. Don't worry. So, she did have to tell me to do that a few times, and I was like, oh man, these kids are so much more, mature than I am, I guess. I don't know. They're all just handling this murder situation so well. I think that was my biggest challenge.
Yeah. I think I kind of already touched up on it a little bit, just the trial section and having to match the Japanese for timing for that, because that was the only time we actually had to match timing. So for Maki, she's a lot more down to earth, and she's just kind of talks like this and tells people to shut up a lot. But when you're trying to talk faster, it's hard to stay you're chill, to sound like you're being really chill and very stoic. So that was really difficult. And then she gets a little bit more emotional later on, because I think everybody gets a little bit emotional in Danganronpa at some point. Those trials are super stressful.
They're stressful.
So I was always am I going too much? Does it still sound like her? So it was a lot of just making me not being sure if I was still kind of in the character at that point, but I guess it worked out. So.
For games like this, for the trials, all that stuff we have to stay under, or we can't go over the timing of the Japanese for those. So that's what she's meaning about we sometimes have to talk faster than we normally would during the trials, and that can get a little tricky, because in Japanese they'll say something in 2 words, and then we have to say it in 5. So it can get confusing.
I do have to chime in, sorry. Coco has mentioned to me, Coco is actually one of the translators in NS America, and she mentioned that at some points when you guys kind of improvise or change the lines during the moments, but we end up when you guys improvise, we use those exact lines and change our end.
Oh, did you?
Oh, that's good.
Sorry, that's good.
Oh, that makes my life easier. That, because being a fan of the games, and I'm gonna play this one because I've played all the other ones up until now. I'm thank God it's gonna I'm so excited we're not gonna sound like we're talking like this all the time,
Yes.
It's not really much more of a question. I just thought it was interesting when you guys improvise. We actually take what you guys say and take it to heart. So it's really cool.
That's awesome. Look, we're all learning things about the process here. Wow.
I just feel I'm just reiterating. It's all the same challenges. Yeah, because you and me, we're very calm characters. Or I'm not calm, I'm just tired all the time. So
it's an ambient.
Yeah, so I gotta stop taking the ambient. It's messing with my performance. But when you have to speak fast, but still be lazy, it doesn't sound lazy anymore. So we had to find a middle, but it was just
it worked out.
Yeah, there's a little push and pull, but I think we came to a good place.
For me, it would probably have to be just figuring out what the hell is going on at any given point of the game, because there's so much stuff, and those of you who have played the previous games will know there's all sorts of there's complexity as far as the trials and also the plot points. So just knowing, okay, so this has happened, but then that twist, and so I found out this at this, just trying to keep up with all that stuff. And because there's so much dialogue that we recorded on this game, we had to go at a pretty brisk pace as far as the recording. So just trying to be aware of the context and where you are in the space and time of that world. It's pretty challenging, but luckily we had a great team on this project, and
I
with
feel
Rob and Coco and Wendy to just be okay, this is what's going on, and you feel this, and filling in all the details that we may not have always been aware of at the time.
I feel like I had to ask a lot of questions.
Oh,
yeah, because that's another thing. Like we only get our dialogue really, and then maybe some lines that are surrounding our dialogue. But other than that, we don't know like the context of the story. And sometimes because I guess because space issues and just based off what's voiced in the Japanese and what's not. I think you guys follow that pretty closely.
Yeah.
We don't get all the information, so we don't know if it's not voiced, and like hours of story could go by, and we're like, what just happened? Like we're in this place now? Like I don't understand.
Yeah, we'll have one scene where everyone's friends and great, and then another scene where like a huge, everyone's dead. I don't know. And we're like, wait, what? Something's happened in between these scenes. I don't know.
Someone dies. No spoiler, guys. There's no spoilers here. So.
Someone dies in Danganronpa?
I'm so sorry. I know.
Oops.
I'm sorry. The killing game? People get killed? No.
But I thought the harmony part of the game title meant that we were all friends.
Aww.
It's a choir group. Yeah. Well, thank you guys for answering those questions. So we're actually going to go ahead and play a cool game. So Monokuma is, I would say, a fairly lovable character. And today we are going to play Monokuma's, if my cursor, Monokuma's blind date game. So contestant number 1 is Kaede, contestant number 2 is Maki, contestant number 3 is Himiko, and contestant number 4 is Kibo. So, are you guys ready?
Okay.
Sure.
Is Monokuma trying to date us?
Yes, sorry, I can't do a Monokuma. That's the best I can do.
I assume we can't use a date with Monokuma. That would probably be bad, right?
Yeah, it would be actually.
Oh, okay.
Turned into butter. Oops, sorry. Oops.
PTSD. Oh my god.
So, question number 1, what would a first date with Monokuma be like? Starting with contestant number 1, sorry.
Oh, okay. I would play you some nice music, and we could talk about, like happy things. I would prefer that. You probably wouldn't want to talk about those things, but if we could keep it, on like light topics, that would probably be the best. Yeah, and I would like if you complimented my music, but I also feel like that won't happen either. So probably be a pretty bummer of a day.
Contestant number 2?
My perfect date with Monokuma would be us in separate rooms. Not talking to each other. Actually, not even just separate rooms, maybe on different planets. And that would be the perfect date.
Contestant number 3.
I don't know, man. Dating sounds exhausting. Unless he was into magic. We could go to the magic castle. I'm the youngest member of the magic castle. And my magic is real.
Contestant number 4?
Well, I've definitely heard of this dating thing that you humans do. I know a little bit about it, but not too much. I guess what I would do is I would use all of my modern processing power to just analyze all the things that he dislikes and likes, and definitely not do any of the things he dislikes, because I don't want to die.
I'm liking that last answer, that's great. Question number 2, if you could be any ultimate, what would you be?
Do I have to give up my current ultimate? Because I like what
Yes,
I
you would
am
have to
right
give
now.
over your current ultimate.
Oh, no. Okay.
Choose wisely.
Well, magic sounds pretty fun. That sounds cool. So maybe I would learn from the great magician over here, and then we could both be ultimate magicians. That would be fun.
First,
Right?
yes. First lesson. 100 cool magic show poses.
Yay! I'm learning so much.
I I would be the ultimate at not being surrounded by stupid people.
Why did you look at us? That's not very nice.
Can I just be the ultimate sleeper?
I'm sorry, I just wanted to check because I'm just not quite clear on human behavior, but was that comment sarcastic that you just said? Like, did you...
No.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. It's good to know that
Great.
you weren't. Okay. Well, I mean, I like being, but despite what people think, I actually really like being a robot, and I wouldn't want to be anything else, but I guess if I had to choose, maybe I would want to be the ultimate power conductor, and I could channel power to the whole world. I think that would maybe be really
Like
cool.
a really big light bulb, right?
Hey, that's robophobic, what you just said.
I'm so sorry. I'm so
No,
sorry.
no.
I didn't mean to offend you.
You take that back.
Oh, okay. I take it back. I'm sorry.
What, so we can't call you a battery?
Hey, over the line. That's what I believe you would say is rude? Yes, that's rude.
See, talking gets you nowhere. It just gets you in trouble. Shut up.
I agree, I think we should all shut up.
Question 3. You have all the Monokuma coins in the world. What do you spend it on?
That's easy. I mean, I'd spend it on a really beautiful grand piano that never went out of tune, because tuning a piano is the worst part of being an ultimate pianist. So that would be my answer. Simple.
I would buy a private island that had nobody on it except for me. That's it.
I think I would probably buy more doves, because every time I make them disappear, they don't reappear. Rest in peace, Benedict.
Well, I guess I would want to buy even more improved robot parts. You know, I could just make sure everything is just upgraded to the max. You know, just be the very best, even the more ultimate robots.
Does that hurt though when you replace parts?
No, it's actually quite painless.
That would be awesome.
Can't you just replace your head with a toaster?
Well, hey, that's robophobic too, okay? Don't.
There's a Radio Shack down the street.
Oh, okay. I can't even deal with this right now. You're all just being really, really rude. I can't believe you guys.
Question 4. What is your most treasured possession and why?
Well, my barrettes, I don't know if you've noticed, but they're music notes. And they're from someone very special, and they always remind me to just, keep smiling and keep a song in your heart. And yeah, I would be very sad. Yeah, and that's important too. Usually in life in general. But yeah.
My most treasured possession is silence.
Let's see. I think my most treasured possession is probably my piranhas. They're very special. They only eat dead flesh.
Birds, right?
Well, I guess I'd have to say you'd say my brain. Even though it's not really, it's a complex collection of circuitry which makes up my programming, but that makes up who I am. So I would have to say that.
Aw, boy.
Okay, and then the last question we have, free time. What do you do on your free time?
Oh. Lots of things. I really like hanging out with new friends and old friends, and I really just want us to all, get out of here and be best friends forever. And I'll write a song for everybody, and it'll be the best. So, yeah, that's my free time, hopefully.
Being the ultimate child caregiver, I like to make sure that the children are taking lots of naps. Very long naps. And then I spend the rest of the time in silence.
That sounds great. Can I take a nap? What I do in my free time when I'm not sleeping is I'll go to my room and I practice magic because it's real. Do you want to see a magic trick? Yeah! Okay, get ready. Magic. Thank you. It's real. That's how.
Whoa! Oh, okay.
Well, I like to absorb new information wherever I can, books online, and then otherwise I just like to recharge my batteries. Feels really good. Feels real good. Why is everyone laughing? I didn't say. Wait, did I say something that was, was that inappropriate?
Yes. Yes, it was.
No, I didn't mean,
Just shut up, Kibo.
Okay, by a show of hands, let's go down the contestants, and you guys can pick who is your favorite. Contestant number 1.
Wait, does the loser, what happens to the loser?
I guess the winner stays alive and the losers die.
All of the losers
All the
die?
losers die.
Oh no!
That's too much pressure!
Wait, okay, this is a very important decision, everyone. So
So last minute, you guys want to make your case before
I just think everyone should think really hard about this decision. And I'm the protagonist. Yay!
You wouldn't kill a child, would you?
Well, I mean, I know that I may not always say or do the right thing. I'm still figuring all this out, but I do my very best. That's all I can say. I try to do the right thing.
The cinnamon roll.
I feel like you're like manipulating that. I
No.
don't really think this is a fair trial here. I don't know.
No. Is that what it seemed like I'm doing? Because I wouldn't want. Oh no. That's not. No, I wouldn't want to.
You're just making it worse. Shut up.
So you guys ready? Okay, so by a raise of hands, contestant number 1.
This is very upsetting. I don't know. I'm the protagonist.
That's both if you want them to live. Just making sure. If you want them to live, raise your hand. Okay.
No.
Contestant number 2. Okay. Contestant number 3.
Thank you.
This is the real magic that she cast. It is. Yeah.
And contestant number 4. Wow. Wait, I need to do that again. So can I see contestant number 3? And then contestant number 4. I don't know if the yells mean there's more hands or there's. Because I feel like I'm basing it on the yells now.
5 hands,
Okay. I would say Lucian would stay alive than everyone else.
No. I feel like that's humanist or something, right?
I don't know about that.
Humanist.
races. I don't know about this.
Is that just
I think
regular race?
I don't know if you guys should. I don't know if you should play this game because you're not very good at making these decisions. I don't think. So yeah.
All right,
Just
so
be safe, yeah.
we have a couple minutes here and we'd like to do Q&A. So if you guys want to line up right there in the middle.
At the end of the catwalk. Oh God. So many.
Okay.
Hella. Don't fall.
No pushing or shoving.
Start asking your question.
So before you answer your question, say your name and then proceed with the question.
I just like how.
Wow, this is a long line.
Okay, go ahead with your question.
Yo-ho! Hi, everybody. So, I wanted to ask a really...
Wait, sorry. Say your name and then ask a question.
I'm Kokichi Oma, obviously.
Okay.
No, I'm naive. Nice to meet you. But I wanted to ask a really important question for Keyboy over there. And I wanted to ask him something that only a robot would know. Because it's really important. So I want you to take it super seriously. So, do robots have dicks? Come on, Keyboy, cough it up. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to answer that. But I was actually going to ask. After the panel, I have a friend who really loves Kibo, and I was wondering if I could maybe take a quick video of you saying something to her as Kibo.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah. But really, do you have a dick?
Why would you ask that pure cinnamon roll that kind of question?
Hey. I'm a pure cinnamon roll too, you know. I'm a perfect angel.
Yeah, about that.
Kibo shouldn't even be thinking about these kind of things. You're corrupting him.
Isn't that robophobic to say that Keyboy can't think about those kinds of things? Wow.
Okay, I don't know. I'm sorry.
I mean, I won't give you a yes or no answer, but I have to recharge my battery somehow.
Oh yeah. Maybe I can help you sometime, Keyboy.
That was a good start. That was a good start.
We know what game series this is for. Mature content.
I don't think I'm old enough for this conversation.
I'm sorry, live stream.
Go ahead.
You must forgive Oma because nobody likes him, you know. No, I'm just kidding. I think all of you guys did a really good job staying in your character. So I just want to ask, there's this actual part in the game. It's not a spoiler, it's not part of the main storyline. So this part of the game called the Love Hotel.
We were talking about that backstage, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I played the game twice. It's the second time I played a lot on that part, so I'm just wondering that how does it make you feel to do that part of the game? Did you stay in the Japanese voice lines exactly, or did you make any changes?
I don't know what the the translation was, but it was
I assume
definitely
we're
different.
close, though.
Like the same gist of
I mean, there were definitely things in it that, for at least Maki, because I only know Maki's, but there are definitely things in there where I was like, I don't know if that was an American thing that they did there. So it's definitely straight from the Japanese translation, and it's Maki's is interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody. Buy the game, play it, get to Maki's Love Hotel scene, and she'll love you like family.
Yeah. When they were like, this part
part, there's a love hotel. I was like, wait, was this in the previous games? I don't remember this part. But yeah, so it was a surprise. I feel like I blushed a lot.
Me too. I'm surprised Himiko's even in the love hotel.
No holds barred.
Yeah. But yeah, it's fun and awkward, I think, was the consensus. Yeah. Okay, is Kibo in the love hotel?
No. Yes.
Oh!
Yeah. I remember when we got to that part of the recording, I went, oh, interesting.
Lesser or more interesting than Mew?
The Mew scene is very interesting. Very interesting.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
Christine, do you think I could have a hug possibly after the panel quickly?
Sure.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my god, these
That's a
are such cute questions.
Out of the character that's not the one you play, who's your favorite?
From any of the games or in this one?
This game.
In this game.
Oh, no. You sit down, Oma. You sit down. I really like Himiko.
Yeah.
I really like her too.
I auditioned for Himiko too, and I was like, that's the one I want.
Yeah.
But I'm happy with Maki, but Himiko is like super cute. I love her.
Yeah, that's my answer too.
I think I like Angie. I think, yeah. We become friends in it, and I think she's like has a cute, naive. I drink the Kool-Aid a little bit. Yeah, she's cool.
There is a deep, dark, depraved part of me that just finds the stuff that comes out of Mew's mouth just really something. Very entertaining. Very entertaining.
Thank you.
Next question.
Hello, Monokuma at your service.
Hi. Oh no, not again.
Please don't hurt us.
Execution time. Kibo, I have a very important question.
All right, I will try to answer it as best I can.
Which would you prefer, Saihara or Oma? Answer honestly.
I mean,
Sit down.
you know what? I'll just go with Oma just so he stops bothering me.
I'll yell at him
I feel
later.
like that's the calculated thing to do.
Thank you, Monokuma.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
My name's Nick. I have a little more of a less entertaining question.
They're all entertaining.
Yeah.
As an aspiring actress, what is it like seeing yourself in this game and hearing your voice, and what is it like knowing that all these people are going to hear your voice as a character?
Oh, well, the last part is super surreal to me. I don't know if I ever quite get used to that. It's very interesting. You know, what we do is comparatively very isolated. We're in a booth recording dialogue, sometimes, again, not with other actors. And we know, again, that these things are being made, and someone must be watching and playing it, of course. Otherwise, no one would pay the money to do it. But until we come to a venue like this and we see all of you here, I don't know if it ever quite becomes real to me. So it's really just super cool and a blast. Just come and see all of you here and to be so passionate about it. It's super awesome.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was like out there like not very long ago as like a fan that was like, I'm gonna go to all the voice actor panels because this is like so cool. And so it's like really weird that now I'm up here talking into a microphone to all of you. So yeah, it's still really, yeah, like you said, surreal. Even after multiple projects, just it's crazy.
It's
really
definitely
cool.
surreal being, because like I had heard about Danganronpa online like way back when, and then I think it was me and you, we went to the panel where they announced that they were doing the first game, and I was like, oh my gosh, like now I get to play it, now I really need to know what it is. So we played it, and it was really good, and I bought the second one, and I really loved the second one, and then I actually got to be in Ultra Despair Girls, so that was actually the first Danganronpa I was in. I played Nagisa in that, for people that don't know. Yay, Nagisa, the best boy. In all the games. No. But being able to like return as in a mainstay game, because that's what I wanted. Like I loved Ultra Despair Girls, being in it was amazing, but like I always wanted to be in a trial game, so I'm like very grateful that I got to return to the series as a really cool character, and I got to be part of the trial scenes, which is really awesome. So yeah.
I feel like the Danganronpa fandom in general is a very overwhelming one, and it takes me by surprise every time I come to a con how many fans of Danganronpa there are. And I've been, I'm lucky enough to have been in like the previous games as Chiaki, and to come back as a new character is really exciting. And yeah, I hope you guys really like it because I had a lot of fun doing this.
It's super fun for this game. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. My question was, well, unless I'm misremembering correct, all of you were in at least one previous Danganronpa game in a different part before this. Taking that into consideration, without spoiling anything, how different of an experience was this game compared to the previous parts you played in the other ones?
Oh, this was super different for me. Kyoko's like a really different character than Kaede. Kyoko's very like, I played Kyoko Kirigiri in the first game. Yeah. And she's very like, she doesn't even really want to like talk to anybody at the beginning of the game. She's just like, whatever, I'm just gonna go over here and solve this mystery by myself. Nobody else can do it. And then in this one, I just jump right in and I'm like, hello everyone, we're friends. So it was really cool. My mom, I haven't really told her exactly what this game is, but she knows it as like the murder mystery game, and she's like, she thinks that's so cool. So I was like, Mom, I'm a new character in the new murder mystery game. She was like, wow, do you get to solve trials and stuff again? I was like, yeah. That's all that we do. So yeah, it's really, I'm excited to play someone new. So yeah, but I love Kyoko still, obviously.
Yeah, I kind of mentioned it before, just the whole like being in Ultra Despair Girls as opposed to being in a game where you actually get to do the trials. Like, because if you haven't played Ultra Despair Girls, you should. It's very different. It's a shooter game as opposed to like a trial game. So that's different in itself. But like also, I guess just character-wise, like obviously Nagisa's a young boy and Maki is not a young boy, so that was different.
Hey, that's spoilers.
Yeah, sorry, oops. But they're fairly sort of almost similar in personality. They're just both kind of like stoic and just kind of want to get to the point about things. So it's different in some ways, but not in others, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
I really enjoyed being Chiaki Nanami, and like through the anime series and everything, I got to know her really well. But I'm really excited to be playing Kimiko because to me, she feels very different. I guess the thing that they share in common is that they're both like sleepy. I guess that's just my character trait. But yeah, like it's really exciting, and like Chiaki in the previous games, she had a lot of exposition, but Kimiko gets to be on more of she has a lot of like crazy like emotions and like fun little quirky things she gets to do, so I really enjoy playing her little like, magic trick magician side and stuff like that.
Yeah, in Danganronpa 1, I played Hifumi Yamada, and you couldn't. Thank you. You couldn't quite get much different as far as that character and Kibo. You have the spazzy super geek and very broad, very much played for comedic relief, and then Kibo, who walks a very straight and narrow line, and it's just more of the protagonist type of role. So
going from this guy, he's just really, big Shifumi,
to Kibo was just, it was a lot of fun. But yeah, very different.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Brandon, and my question is, for the Love Hotel, if you could build a very deep relationship with any of the characters, who would it be? And I mean a very, very deep relationship.
I'm standing up. We know about you.
Do you want to know more?
No.
You got my.
I go first. Oh man. See, the thing is though, like, as much as I do love the new characters in the game, like Gundam Tanaka is my favorite character in the entire series. So I'm gonna cheat and say Gundam.
Like any character from any of them?
Well, I cheated. So
Oh, you cheated. I don't know if Himiko's old enough to date anyone.
Wait, is this like our
Oh, me as a
character?
person.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
So this is
yeah,
us
the character?
picking.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. Well, I mean, it's harder actually.
I don't know, man. I'm looking at the board right now. Probably Angie. I still love Angie. Yeah, we could be together. We could.
So now you love Angie.
I love Angie.
I really like Leon. I really like Leon. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like he's misunderstood.
It was self-defense. So we're choosing as us.
Yeah.
In any game?
Yeah.
Any
Yeah, any game.
I gotta go Aoi. I think I gotta go Aoi.
Oh yeah, I like her. Oh, she's
Some people have good taste.
Excuse me, I got a lot of applause for Gundam.
I mean, I feel like I might also pick Makoto. He's pretty cool. Yeah. So many votes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, first of all, I'd like to say, contestant 3, you live. Everyone else dies. Now, after that, I'd like to ask.
I demand a recount.
I'd like to ask, who are your main characters, favorite characters from all the games? And I don't want to see anybody standing or else they get executed.
So we choose.
Who's our favorite characters from
Our
any of the
favorites.
games?
Okay.
Not one that we would like do the Love Hotel with, which is
Right.
like just literally. I mean, still honestly, Gundam for me, and then I'm forgetting my first one from. I really like Ali and Chihiro.
Chihiro,
Yeah.
I really like Kyoko, like a lot.
You can't pick your character.
Why can't I pick my own character? That's not fair. I like her. Also, her like hair's so cool. The braid. I don't know. Everything about her is cool. I like her outfit. I like how she solves mysteries. She has some noodles on her head at one point. That's pretty cool. I like her.
Well, I was going to say Chihiro too, but since you said it already,
Well,
I will. Well, I like. Okay, I like Chihiro a lot, but I'll also throw in Sakura Ogami.
Oh my gosh.
Monokuma.
Thank you.
Thank you
Just
so
saying that
much.
because he's there.
Yes, I don't want to die.
Smart.
Hi. Hi, my name is Amber, and I have a question for Kibo. It's like really important. What do you think about
A third important question.
What do you think about Oma?
What do you think about Oma?
He is
Please answer honestly.
very cool. Is that the correct answer? Yes. Yes. Yes.
Well,
Can I also
you
take a
think I'd
picture
be
with you
warmer
later?
than you are because you're a cold robot with no soul.
I mean, that is statistically correct. Yes.
Oh.
I was also gonna ask if I could take a picture with you later.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Please come on.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so last question here. Last question. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. This is the last question.
Sorry.
Last one.
We'll be around afterward. I can't speak for everyone.
I've got a compromise. What if they all shout their questions at the same time?
Do it.
No.
What if we did rapid fire?
Rapid fire.
Panic top action. Panic top action.
So this last one first, and then we'll
Last
just
one.
like blast it.
Okay. I like your shirt, by the way. Sorry, before you ask a question.
Thank you.
My name is Courtney, apparently the super high school level lucky student at this point.
Cool.
But if this is more of a kind of mono-me kind of question, in the sense of, if once you guys all leave the school, what do you guys want to do?
Never asked me that
That's the most
before.
heartfelt question we've had so far. That's really great.
I just
My question came from the heart.
I just want to hang out with everyone and like hang out with Shuichi and Makoto, respectively.
Just want to live life to the fullest, I think.
Yeah.
Just live.
Yeah.
Not be afraid of anything, really.
Wait, is this our character?
I don't know.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. I think I just want to regain my title of Ultimate Mage and have everyone stop calling me Ultimate Magician. That is a fake name.
Well, I guess I was never programmed to really consider that question. I guess I would want to find my creator and ask him what I should do now. What is my purpose?
That's very sweet.
Also, can I get an autograph from each one of you after?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yay, thank you.
You guys want to do like two?
Yeah.
Quick rapid
one.
fire rounds? Quick
I got
ones.
one.
Quick.
Okay.
No, quick.
Yes.
Quick. Ask us.
Quick.
I know that this is not Danganronpa related, but I would like my autograph signed by the voice
Yes, after the
actress.
panel. After the panel, yes.
Is that Kill a Kill?
Yes.
I do want to hear your question.
Yes. Yeah, it's great.
What's your favorite execution?
Spoilers.
Any game. It doesn't have to be let's not have it be the third one. Let's.
Yeah.
Yeah, those.
Well, I haven't played the game yet, so I don't actually know any of the executions for the third one anyway.
I mean, like favorite, like we were like, ha ha ha, yes.
Whatever you feel is your favorite.
Most
like
memorable.
visually appealing.
Okay.
I want to say, I'm just gonna go with one that like pulled at my heartstrings. I really liked Chiaki's. I think it was really good.
To be honest, it's the only one I've seen. But
Also,
it's
spoiler. I guess that's spoilers anyway.
I was gonna not say names and just like describe
But it's not
the execution.
Is it? I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's a better way to do it. Well, I mean, just play the game, you'll understand. Because stuff. But Danganronpa is so like convoluted and like, oh, it's so great. Just you need to, yeah.
And some people you think died, they don't die.
Yeah.
Vice versa, so.
Shut up. I don't know. I'm gonna go with butter. I'm just gonna go with butter.
It's painful. No.
Wasn't there one where someone like turned into like a tempura?
What? Yes.
Yes.
Taylor
I
Terry.
go with that one. I go with the
I don't
tempura.
I don't like
Someone.
any of these.
It happens to someone. Who knows who it may have happened to?
No spoilers. Shh. Sit down. Spoilers. That's a hard question to answer, but yes, butter.
It's hard without spoiling things.
Just say what happened.
Yeah, just describe it.
The first one in the thing. In a game. If that happens. I don't want to.
The first game?
Yeah.
They just want to know what game.
Okay, yeah. The first one in the first game was like really sad. Yeah. That one was like the first game I was playing, so I was like, what the heck am I playing? Like, what is this? Yeah, that one's always like really memorable to me.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Okay, one more. We can do like one more, and then that'll be it.
Before I go, because I have to go early, can you guys sing?
You can sing.
What?
You can sing.
Like, sing
Oh, no, you can't sing.
The sing, like, try to sing in character.
In character?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Okay, Christine, take it away.
I can fly higher than an eagle, as you are the wind beneath my wings.
I guess I'm going next. Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go. Let it go. Turn away and slam the
door.
That's it.
Na 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 na, na 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 na, yeah. You are the music in me.
Well, for some reason, I don't know, I've had this song, I've heard people listen to it that's in my databanks. Is it even a song? It goes, I like big butts. Other guys can't deny.
That's a good one.
Is that a song that people like?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Good one.
Thank you very much, everyone, for attending the Danganronpa VA Con. Again, stop by our booth and play the demo, and give it a shout out to all the VAs here. Thank you very much for